Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and our home team. Now, Dion Lewis to return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry by Jones. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Let's go now.
Jameis now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Barton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Let's go now. Let's go. It's time to play. Hey, that up?
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got Evans. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The give is to Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a second down throw for Winston. Flushed out right. That is caught with the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. He'll give it to him right up the gut. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. From the gun, Winston. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Moore. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now Moore on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Barkevious Mingo leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Moore now from the gun. He'll throw. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Moore operating from the gun. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
Ready. Ready. Where's that up? Where's that up?
Now Jameis on 2nd down. A dump underneath to Jones. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. He'll get this one to Kupp complete. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's Winston. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And, yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Fielded at about the 28. Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10. Moore caught left side. Hopkins. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Coleman now. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Moore now. And this is going to be incomplete.
And no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready. Blue ready.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Let's go now.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Blue ready.
Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they try to sweep to Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
To throw, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. First down, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Barton. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Now Winston. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Here's Moore on 1st and 10. Going underneath, it's Coleman. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
To throw is Moore. A final shot before break. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second.
He's got a man complete. And give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky.
On first down, Moore. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Green 39.
Here's Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now Moore. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Green 39. Green.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. 4 now. From the gun, he'll throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Barton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A give to Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. The Bucs want Jones to take this running back job and run with it, literally and figuratively, as he's back there on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Winston now to throw on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, 22 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Winston now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that's going to bump up their lead now to 15-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
This is Coleman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moore looking to throw on second down. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw on third down. Moore. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Green, 39.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Back to throw. Moore. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Moore, operating from the gun. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby. Hey, let's go, let's go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bills will take another timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11.
Green, triple team.
Now Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long.